Hi guys, I am finally back doing Plan With Me's. I have done my Dashing Diva nails, so I'm officially allowed to start doing videos again. So here we go. This is for the week of March 6th through the 12th, if I recall correctly. So we are about a month behind now, but I'm going to try to churn these out and get back to being caught up. This was the week that we finished our Harry Potter, well, it was a rewatch for me, but it was kind of like a first time marathon for my boyfriend. So we finished like the second half of Harry Potter number 7 part 2, so we officially finished off the main series this week. So I am using a Harry Potter kit to mark that. We did start watching Fantastic Beasts after that, and we're actually still not even done a month later, but hopefully this weekend. So in order to finish off the main series, I'm going to mark that with this dark arts kit from ScribblePrintsCo. It just seemed like really appropriate for the 7th movie, essentially. A lot of, dark stuff happens, obviously, so I really love this kit for that. I love all of the double box scenes. It is so amazing. I don't know if this is going to go up before or after the haul, probably before, but I am going to go over the kit in detail in the haul. But I really needed to use this kit for this plan with me, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out first. So when I did my pre-planning, I actually did not realize that these were these were not extra full boxes. These were like one of the main full boxes, because usually there's like the medium skin tone that's like more like mine, and so I thought that was in this kit, but it wasn't. So I didn't plan for this box, but my idea is never, or my philosophy is never leave a full box out. So I am gonna do a little method to incorporate it in anyway, and if you are like me and you have to include every full box and you have to do things like this, this is just what I do in case you're new and are not aware. I do an extender that's like a half-day extender specifically for this purpose. So so for like Sunday, I only have 3 spaces for activities, and then like I have full boxes taking up an additional 2 spaces, and I'm already using an extender down here. So in order to like squeeze in another full box, I am going to do it on Sunday. I basically have to like cram 2 days worth of activities into one section so I can use that other free section for a full box. So what I am going to do is put both full boxes on the extender down here and then one right here. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then this is going to be an open section, and then this is going to be a section that I'm going to double up using a half-day extender. So this is just a way to double it up so that you have twice the amount of space. And I recommend doing this on sections that you are using third boxes or smaller. No half boxes or squares. They're not really going to work too well with this method. It's going to be like a really tight fit, and if you're using underlays, it's really not going to work for that either. But I do recommend using this method in a pinch, in an emergency. So I am going to use this like rolly tape and tape the bottom and then tape it on here, but I am going to do that when I put down all the underlays, because I didn't do any half cut underlays, even though it is offered in my shop, because again, this was like a last minute realization that I had. So I'm going to do this later when I have to cut them manually by hand, but that's what I will be doing to kind of save that situation, because I have to use this dark mark tattoo box, because you'll find out in the haul. But so we have that, and then the foil for this week is going to be matte silver. It is the first time I'm using matte silver, so I printed off all of my basics collection stuff that I always use every single week, or that I like have ready to use every single week for every single color that I use. So I have all my basics, like little deco, corners, scripts, tiny deco, date dots, dangles, swoops, dividers, all of my line border overlays, including the new ones, including the samplers, which I'm like really excited to pull into this spread. And then I have my specific themed foil. So I did pull some Harry Potter foil and then some like just confetti overlays, because y'all know me, I don't always like to use themed overlays, like confetti overlays, because I think they cover up like a lot of the art. So if a kit has really detailed art like this that I really don't want to cover up, I will pull in some like confetti. So I have some confetti here. We have this specific overlay that I made specifically for the creature full box, because there was like all this space and I wanted to put something in there, so I kind of like makeshifted this one so it's gonna fit like that, and it's gonna go right along the edge. It's not gonna cover up him, so that was like very deliberate on my part. And then there's 3 double box scenes in the kit, so I have these 2, and then I'm going to do another confetti, and then I have this other stuff, and I'm using the dark mark underlays because of course I am, and then the snake 15mm because I have to, so we're going to be pulling all of that in. And then I have the tall box overlay. I have 3 quotes that I want to use because I have like 20 million available, and then I'm just going to be using these headers because of the Deathly Hallows symbol. So it's going to be like a monochrome header week. Not really monochrome. I mean, it's all monochrome foil, but like one design instead of all 3. And then we have the themed 6 sheets. So basically all of the Wizard 6 sheets are here, just for me to pull from if I want. So I won't really need to use a lot of these, I don't think, but they're there just in case. And also for like anytime kit weeks, which I always forget exist because I do so many like pop culture or like themed kit weeks. Like, I don't even remember the last time I've done an anytime week. So I always forget that, like, that's what the stack is for. But, like, it will have its time to shine. Like, most of the stuff I won't be using today because I have themed stuff, but it will have its time to shine. So that is the game plan for this spread. I'm sorry this intro was so long. I just had, like, extra stuff to explain, and also because it's been a while since I've done them. But I'm going to go ahead and lay down the base and then come back on the other side for the day by day. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get into the day by day. First, I just have to like admire this spread real quick. I love this base so much. I really love the quotes. They show up so good. Actually, all of the foil shows up so good over the really dark kit. Even with the matte silver, it still like pops. Like, it doesn't pop like an insane amount like actual silver would, so I'm really glad I went with the matte silver. It definitely was the right choice. And oh my god, that bottom washi, that snake overlay, so freaking good. So yeah, it's a gorgeous spread, let me just say. So for Monday, I'm actually going to be cramming a lot of things in, so you really aren't going to see the underlays much at all. I did use 3 square boxes this week, so I'm really proud about that. I'm trying to use them like as much as I can. Like, if I can use a square instead of a half box, I will try to use a square so that you can really see that bougie at some point. But mostly it's going to be me trying to cram stuff in, which thankfully I did kind of make it work with the SBC new format. However, I did have to use some of the like darker little things, so that is unfortunate, but there really wasn't much choice for this particular color scheme, so it is what it is. So on Monday, I'm starting off marking that I really had no sleep the previous night. I think I wasn't feeling well, and just like I was sleeping, but like I didn't really feel like good sleep. Like, that doesn't often happen to me. Usually I'm a really good sleeper and I just pass out every night, but I just wasn't feeling well and actually did, I think, throw up a little bit that morning, so I marked that next. The no sleep sticker is from Once More with Love, and then the throwing up sticker is from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I also shaved. I marked that with a sticker from, I think that is Crafty Planner Co. And then I took a nap, obviously, right after waking up, basically, and getting ready. I just like wasn't feeling well, so I went back to sleep for a little bit. That bed is from Happy Daya. So you are going to put down icons, and then I'm also gonna just go absolutely insane with the new line border samplers that I have to pull from. I didn't use like any of the like themed wizard like corners or whatever, the kind of stuff that I usually would do. I didn't even remember the swoops and dangles like to pull those into the boxes, so there's none of that. I just used like every single line border that I have now in my shop, so that is what this spread is completely full of. So every time there's a chance to put one down, I'm gonna put it down, so that's gonna take up a lot of the airtime now, but it does look really cool. So yeah, I got to actually use the brand new movie marquee overlays for the very first time, with these next two sections to mark the two movies. I used the star and dot overlay on the top one, and then I used the inside border, the confetti border overlay on the bottom one, and they both look so good. It's really hard to tell kind of the star one, at least, because like it's matte silver over like white, so it kind of just looks like white, but I feel like with other colors it's gonna look really fun. So anyway, next I marked that my boyfriend and his daughter went out to they had their little daddy daughter day, and then they picked up frozen yogurt. I've wanted to go to like one of those frozen yogurt places for a long time, like Yogurtland, or like I don't know, there's various other names for them. Orange Leaf, I think, is one. I think Red Mango is the other one. I don't know. There's a few of them, but like where it's like a frozen yogurt, like a buffet bar kind of situation. I love those places. So I just haven't had a chance to go, but apparently Aurora's been getting around to them a lot. So she went with her dad that day to get some, and they brought me some back, which is really nice. So I marked that with a sticker from, oh my goodness, I literally don't even remember. Rose and Tea Shop, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? I only have ever bought from them once, and that was when they were closing. So, but I do like that art style. It's like very precise. But yeah, so they got me some frozen yogurt, which was really nice. And then we did laundry that day. That's from Fox and Cactus. And then we watched The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, which is so good. I freaking love the Hobbit movies. We need a kit for that. I will commission it if nobody else does. We need some kits for the Hobbit movies because they're so good. We actually have to watch Lord of the Rings next, but I don't remember much about that. But I just know that I am like a hardcore Hobbit fan. So that was really awesome. I think I fell asleep for most of the first movie, but the second two movies are my favorite anyway from that trilogy. But I used a little Gandalf sticker to mark that from Papershire. And then, let's see, we had a little game night, so we probably played Parcheesi, maybe Battleship, I don't know. That is a scribbler from ScribblePrintsCo. And then I did some pre-planning, that's also from SBC. And then we watched Ella Enchanted. I forced them to watch Ella Enchanted, which is one of my personal favorite Anne Hathaway movies from way back when. That's another kit that I really want to commission art for, or another movie that I really want to commission art for, because I freaking love Ella Enchanted. It's the cutest movie ever, and Anne Hathaway is like so great. She's like so gorgeous. She's one of my top favorite actresses, and that movie is just like adorable. It's like any other like live action princess movie, but like with a more generic plot, I feel like, because it's not based on like a Disney princess. So I just, you don't get them like that anymore. Like if it's not Disney, then it's not that. So I really loved that. And that sticker is from Creating & Co. So let me try to scramble and catch up now. Tuesday, I marked sleeping 14 hours because I was sick. So obviously I slept forever. That bed is from Crafty Planner Co. I did unfortunately have nightmares. I feel like if I sleep longer like that, I am more likely to have nightmares, which sucks. That is a Munchkin from Once More Love to mark that. I did have nausea again. I didn't throw up again, but I did feel nausea. But I feel nausea like every single day. I don't even know what's wrong with me. I got tested and I don't have like a stomach condition to where like my stomach is just evil. It just hates me because it does. Like there's no medical reason behind it. It just is evil. So yep, nausea is just my life. That's another Once More Love sticker for that. And then I had iced coffee, which is so rare for me that I do always mark it because usually I'm a hot coffee girl. But occasionally it'll be the iced. And I don't remember where those are from. I feel like they're from some little things. Anyways, I uploaded a plan with me that day. That's from the Prairie Planner. Did an Instagram post for that plan with me. That sticker is from Crafty Planner Co. And then I helped Aurora with her homework. That is from Stick with the Plan Co. Thankfully, I don't have to do that much anymore, but occasionally we will have to help her. she's in 5th grade, and like that's when it starts getting hard. So I'm like not about it. I can do the words, and my boyfriend does the math help, and then that's it. So between the two of us, we make a total 5th grader. And he cooked a steak that night, which was really nice. I'm not a huge steak fan. I wasn't really even for this meal. But it's just nice that he cooks like real food for us to eat, because we just graze throughout the week, whatever's in there, and leftovers especially. So you'll see in my meal tracker that I ate steak like most nights that week. And I got to use that sticker from Fox and Cactus for the first time. I think that's where it's from. I did some printing and cutting. That's from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then we finished up the last Harry Potter movie from the main series, Harry Potter 7 Part 2. I marked that with a Sweet Baby's paper sticker just because it kind of matched the color scheme. But yeah, so we finally finished that up, hence the reason for this kit. And then we started Fantastic Beasts after that. Oh, and while we were also watching The Hobbit. So I don't know why, we always watch like one like main series at once and then just like sprinkle in other movies throughout that. I don't know. My boyfriend and I are huge movie people, and then we kind of just drag Aurora into it, even though she prefers to watch her silly little YouTube videos that are like aimed at kids. I don't know. We drag her into movies. It's so funny. Wednesday, I slept in, as I did through most of this week. That sticker's from the Coffee Monsters Co. I did some more printing and cutting. That's from Once More with Love. Foiling, that is from Happy Day. And then I packed orders. Another Once More with Love sticker. I used a lot of those this week, actually. I think I was just trying to go through my samplers and try to use those up. Because, like, I'm not really much of a sampler person. Like, if a sticker sheet has, like, 5 kinds of stickers on it, like, I will often forget that it exists and, like, not reach for that. So I like made a concentrated effort this week to like pull stuff off of that sheet. And then I did a voiceover for the Red Wall Draw with Me. There will be more Draw with Me's coming, obviously, since I'm doing clip art practice. I'm going to do a Draw with Me probably for a fashion girl and the scene that I'm still working on. I'm going to probably combine those into one video and just kind of do them sporadically whenever I do clip art. It's not my main focus because I want to commission more than I want to draw, but it is fun, so those will be coming, and it's just more content for you guys. Anyway, that voiceover mic is from Crafty Planner Co. And then I put together some oops bags. That is from ScribblePrintsCo. And then I marked that Anastasia ate her dinner. That is from Happy Day. I really love marking her in half boxes because, like, she makes such a nice round snake sticker. Or not half boxes, square boxes. And it's just like that arrangement, just like, I love how that works. I love how writing Anna Eats is like so tiny. I just love it. I need to like do more snake. I have like a doodle of her that I did that I love, but I only printed off like seasonal, like Christmas varieties. I think I didn't do a plain one, and I want to do some for like holidays and like just multicolor. So I'm gonna start using my own doodles of her that I did, that are like specifically her, because that particular snake on Wednesday is a Mojave, I think, because I originally wanted a Mojave, and that's what I requested from Benya, but what I actually ended up getting was a cinnamon ball python, so I'll be pleased to use one that is actually of her. And the ones from Papershire are like orange, which I think is like the banana pastel, I don't know, like some other morph, but I like ones that are specifically a cinnamon because that's what Anastasia is. Thursday, March Sleeping In, that's from Once More with Love. Rainy Day, that's from Paper K, I want to say. That rhymes. Did some business bookkeeping. I think that's from the Fat Cat Designs. Had another stupid argument with my boyfriend. I forget what it was, but I know it was stupid because that's what all of our arguments have been lately. And we like get over them pretty fast. That was from Joy of Planning. I just spent the next like 2 hours just like being sad about it. And that is from Once More with Love. And then I decided to implement my new waking up early schedule. So I passed out early that night. So basically I was only awake for like 6 hours total that day because I slept in and then went to bed early. And I figured, if I'm going to be sad, I don't want to do anything. So I might as well start this now. So that is a pillow, forgot the word, from Carly Plans to mark that. So Friday I did mark waking up early with the Once More with Love sticker. Which was basically 7. So I went to sleep at midnight and woke up at 7, which is like my quote-unquote ideal schedule. You'll see how well I stick to it throughout the next few weeks. And And then I filmed the giveaway that I did. That is from ScribblePrintsCo. I organized my office a bit. I had gotten some new organizational like bins from the Container Store and like some new calyx inserts from IKEA for my shelving. So I kind of put that all together, and I really love how it looks. I still have to do a studio tour because my studio's like, it wasn't really complete necessarily until I had done this specific thing. So I can kind of like work on it more now and show you like what it looks like updated. But yeah, I marked organizing my office with a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I did some printing and cutting. That's from Fox and Pip. And then I did some foiling. That is from Hazel Sticker. And I'm running out of those Fox and Pip stickers. They work really well in square boxes, and I love them. So I need more. Like, I don't really need anything else from Fox and Pip, I feel like, but that sheet, I love that sheet. Anyways, I packed orders. That's from Happy Day. I did a voiceover for the giveaway, maybe. No, I don't think I did a voiceover for the giveaway. I think that was a talk through. I forget. Who cares? That is from, I think, Carly Plans, that mic. And then I marked it was a rainy day again with a storming sticker from Papershire. Which is really funny because I did put a little lightning in it from the Wizard Deco sheet to match the lightning that was already there, just because I thought I was being funny. I think I'm hilarious, personally. Saturday, I marked washing my hair with a sticker from Happy Day. You can tell that I tried to continue the waking up early thing because I didn't mark sleeping in. And then I was so pissed off that morning because there was an ant problem in our house, which there has been since we moved here. We've had on and off problems with ants, but like that morning they were like in a huge, like a whole colony was freaking out to party. They were like creating a huge trail from like across the sink to the cutting board. Like, I don't know where they were coming out from in the walls, but like they were going across the whole sink, and then they really loved the cutting board that I had set out. I do all the dishes in the morning, so whatever I use throughout the day just kind of sits there until then, which was my folly because they really loved that cutting board, and they were just all over the sink and the cutting board, and there was just the whole colony was there, and I just lost it. I got out the raid, and I just like killed all of them, and that kind of put them off for a little bit, but now they're starting to come back. But I swear to God, it's always war with me and these ants. I don't know what it is. I've never lived in a house that has had an ant problem before, so I'm not used to it. And I really, when we move, I want to find a place that does not have an ant problem because I'm over it. I hate it. I'm done. But yeah, I used a sticker from ScribblePrintsCo for that. That morning, I also really explored ChatGPT for the first time, this like AI chatbot kind of thing. I think it's really fun. Personally, because I hate Googling things, I always get like really self-conscious about like asking questions into Google. And I also feel like I'm not going to get exact responses. But if I can just like ask a single question, like, and also provide context to like an AI assistant kind of situation, and they can just like tell me an answer in a conversational tone, then I feel like that's how I want to like find out my information. I actually asked ChatGPT about the ant problem hilariously. I think that's kind of what pushed me over the edge into trying it out, but I spent like the whole morning on it. Just like anytime I like wondered something, I like put it in, and like they told me some stuff, or like it told me some stuff. So that was like pretty cool actually. So it was pretty fun. I have not used it since then. I don't think I've really needed to, but it's nice to know that it is an option. And I used a sticker from Video Planning to mark that. I finished some like remaining straggling orders that day. That's from Stick with the Plan Co. And then since I had finished those, I had some time to go read by the pool while Aurora played in the pool. I brought my book and I read for like 20 minutes before it started raining, and then we had to go back in. So that did not prove to be a very successful afternoon activity, but hey, we tried. And that reading by the pool sticker is from Pumpkin Paper Co. And then the rainy day sticker after that is from Crafty Planner Co. I was in a bad mood that day. I don't know. I don't think it was for any particular reason other than like maybe the ant problem, but it just like persisted throughout the day. So that sticker is from Once More with Love. And then I think I did printing and cutting for the next plan with me. So I marked that with a Stick with the Plan Co. squidge. And then I uploaded the giveaway that is from Whimsy. And then I watched Rat Race, which, oh my God, that movie is so freaking funny. So I remember my dad watching this movie in like when I was like probably 6 or something, so like in the early 2000s or whatever. He had like put this on, and I was just like playing with my toys, and I was just like kind of listening to it in the background, and he thought it was so funny, but like I didn't really get it because obviously it was like a little baby basically. But then I just like randomly remembered it like recently, obviously around this week, I just thought of it and I was like, I wonder if it like actually is funny. And then I watched it and oh my god, it's the funniest thing in the world. I can totally understand why my dad was cracking up, because my dad and I both have like the same sense of humor when it comes to movies. We both think things are hilarious. So I was like laughing just as hard as he was. Like, oh my god, it's so crazy and unexpected, the things that happen in that movie. And like anytime you can kind of predict what's gonna happen, it's like something totally crazier than that. It is just the funniest movie. It's basically about this group of people who like they're in a contest to see who can get to this location first to win like $2 million, and so they have to like devise crazy ways to get there, and it's just insane. It's not necessarily like a star-studded cast. It's got like maybe a couple names that you may recognize today, like Whoopi Goldberg is one of them, and like one other guy that I forget. What's his name? Rowan Atkinson. Like, those are the only two names that I really knew. But, oh my god, so freaking hilarious anyway. Like, I highly recommend you watch that if you want to laugh at just crazy antics. So, obviously, I had to use a sticker from Happy Day of, like, Pandaru just laughing at the TV to mark that, because that was me the whole movie. So, Sunday, I finally got back into working out. I think I had fallen off the wagon due to sickness, maybe, or one reason or other. So I marked that with a sticker from Papershire, because I did weights that day, and then, well, I do weights pretty much every day, but whenever I do cardio, I prefer to use the bike to mark that. And then I pulled stickers for a plan with me. That's from CraftyPlanner.co, I believe. And so is the storm sticker that I used next to mark that the rain had turned into a thunderstorm by that day. I did some more reading. I'm pretty sure, I remember I was reading Rackety Tam that day. That was the next book in the Redwall series that I was reading. That sticker is from Sweet Ava's paper. Took photos of my spread for videos. That is from Joy Planning. I had a popsicle. That is from Some Little Things, which I guess it must have been really hot inside the house, because even though it was raining, I still somehow decided that it was popsicle weather. Yeah, who knows. And then I filmed a plant with me using the stickers that I had pulled. That is from Marge Goodies. I really had to trim that to make it fit, but I did. And then I like totally ruined a spot on her hair. Like, I guess I had scraped it off accidentally and like ruined the color, but I left it because A, that's a huge sticker, I'm not just gonna throw it out, and B, I knew that I could just cover it up with a little wizard hat like I did to everybody in the spread, because that's what they're for. No, it's not what they're for, but it seemed like a perfect way to fix that problem. And then after that I had matcha boba, which is a very special treat whenever I make that at home. And so I marked that with a boba sticker from Maneuver Creations that was green. I do have a lot of green boba stickers that may not necessarily be like representing matcha boba, but for me they are. So had to use that, and I'm glad it was under like an extender, because that bright green does not go with the spread. But I'm surprised like how there's no green in this kit for it being like a dark arts kit. Is the snake even in this kit at all? I mean, she's not really that green, but like, I was just thinking, like, shouldn't she be in this kit, though? I don't even see Nagini. It seems like a wasted opportunity. Thankfully, there are other kits with snakes in them, and knowing me, when I start commissioning, I'm going to put a snake wherever I can. Anyways, so that was the last thing I marked on Sunday, and that is it for all of the day by day. So y'all have watched me painstakingly handwrite everything in the spread. And let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see me putting down all the deco. I tried not to be too crazy with the deco, and not do too much in the full boxes. I think I did a little bit with the double box scene on Tuesday and Wednesday. I added some garlands and a larger owl. There is an owl in the bottom left, but now there is a larger one just for fun. I thought it was really funny to put the castle double box scene over the Malfoy Manor one, because I didn't want to do the castle over the castle, and I for the Azkaban double box scene, I wanted like an overlay that took up more space than just the bottom corners, so that's why I did the confetti one there. So everything was like strategic on that, and I really wrestled with the idea of putting more foil in the creature box, which I was gonna like put some in the top and bottom left corners, but I decided to just leave it because I didn't want to like overwhelm everything. However, on Sunday, the Voldemort box, I did put that quote over the confetti overlay, and then I put a snake under that. So that is kind of like a lot, but I also love how that looks. And the reason that I put that quote over the Voldemort box is because it's kind of the first half of that like quote that he says in the 7th movie, or the 7th book and movie. When Harry like comes into the forest, Voldemort's like, the boy who lived come to die. And for some reason I didn't make that like the whole quote, so I just have the first half of that from my quotes sheet on there. But that's like kind of what I meant by putting that there. And then also for the full box under that, the dark mark box, I just kind of put some dangles and then I put a wand there because I think that like putting your wand to the dark mark does something. I don't think you need to do that to like summon other Death Eaters with that. I forget how that works, but like I just thought it was appropriate to put a wand there, so it is there. Anyways, that's kind of my explanation for the overlays there. And then there's just other various decos throughout the spread. And yeah, you can see how crazy I went with all of the line and border overlays. I used every single one, which was the reason that I made 4 versions, because I wanted to alternate between them, and so nothing looks like the same thing over and over again. Like on Thursday, there's 2 third boxes back to back, and one is like the dash line, and one of them is the confetti border overlay, like right next to each other. I didn't want them to be the same. And then I used 3 completely different movie marquee overlays as well. The one on Saturday is like the dotted line inner border, and then the 2 on Monday are different. So like, yeah, you can kind of tell that I really wanted to have variety there, and so I used them for their intended purpose, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, I mean, I wish I had like remembered to incorporate more of the wizard stuff, like the corners and the swoops and dangles, but alas, that's okay. There's going to be plenty more opportunities, because again, I have a whole kit full of a whole binder full of Harry Potter kits, and they are going to keep coming. Once I start commissioning art, you just know that I'm going to fill in all the gaps of all the Harry Potter kits that we don't have, because like I know what we have. I have all the Harry Potter kits that there are, basically, and so therefore I know what we don't have. I know that we don't have a Harry Potter Goblet of Fire kit with all of the Triwizard Tournament tasks in it. Like, come on, we need more dragons, we need more mermaids, and we definitely need more maze. Like, that needs to be a kit. Like, we need something with the Marauders. Like, there's a lot. And of course, just Prisoner of Azkaban in general is my favorite movie and book, so like, we're gonna do a lot with that. And yeah, I have a lot planned, basically. So keep an eye out for that. So yeah, don't worry, there's definitely gonna be more opportunities for like me to go crazy with the wizard foil, and also just to add more to that collection, because I'm just gonna be adding more to collections like as time goes on. And I also need to do like themed line border overlays, samplers for each collection that I do, so that like that's not a problem anymore. So I need to do like a wizard themed one with little wizard icons instead of like where the confetti is. So I'm gonna do something like that. But anyways, yeah, so that is it for this spread. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be wonderful. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.